How on earth do you go about trying to size up something like that?
If the electron were perfectly round, when we put it in an electric field, it would just spin around its axis in a perfectly regular kind of way. Whereas if it's not round, when we put the electron in the electric field, it'll develop a kind of wobble, a very distinctive kind of motion, where it's kind of wobbling around its axis. A lot like a little, if you were to put a gyroscope on a stand at an angle, that kind of wobbling motion. And so we look for that wobbling motion.
Is that because the electron itself is an electrically charged particle? So if you have something which is electrically charged moving, and it's moving in an electric field, therefore the two fields are going to interact, and that's going to impart a movement on the particle that you can then pick up?
Yeah, that's basically it. If the electron were round, then it wouldn't matter which way it was oriented with respect to the field, because it would just look the same. If you turn a perfect sphere around a bit, it looks the same. Whereas if the electron, say if it were egg-shaped, if it had a bit of distortion to it, it matters which direction it's pointing in relative to the field, and so that there's a force on it trying to align it with the field, and it's that force which creates the wobbling motion.